Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg, and a game came out that intrigued me enough to start a new Let's Play. And that game is called Echo, as the title probably tells you. Echo in all capital letters. It's very important. And so I don't know much about the game, but the main mechanic, as I understand it, is basically like, I don't know. You're going through some area. I don't know. We'll get to that. But there are a number of basically, I guess, clones of you or something like that, and they're trying to kill you. But by themselves, by default, they're all really stupid. But they observe whatever you do, and they learn from you. So if you shoot a gun, they learn how to shoot guns. If you vault over an object, they learn how to do that. If you sprint, they learn how to sprint. So they learn from whatever you do. And there are, I guess, sequences where there's lights on and there's lights off. And when the lights are on, they can see you and they learn from you and stuff like that. Well, I guess they don't learn it immediately, because when the lights go off, that's when they like process everything that they have learned. But while the lights are off, they can't see you, and so they also can't learn anything new during that period. So during that period, I guess you can go hog wild, but you can't really, see anything. So that's a problem. So apparently, it's a really unique mechanic. And I like unique mechanics in video games. That's, part of the appeal of sort of indie, smaller productions is they try out all sorts of weird stuff. Like Super Hot, that came out with some unique mechanic, and I love Super Hot. Love the hell out of it. So maybe I'll love Echo. But let's get started. Now, from what I understand, it kind of has a slow start. So we'll try not to judge it too much. The flesh and the soul shall enter the palace through separate doors. Only the strong of mind and body will again reunite as whole.
A magical place of life without end. A palace of untold wonders. But only for the worthy.
That's the weirdest spaceship I've ever seen.
So our lives were desperately dedicated to qualify. Pinpoint perspective on the great reward. Only, I never wanted to go. Those words alone could mean death. So when I ran, I knew it meant never stopping to catch my breath. If I wanted to live. And so it was. Yet here I am. The place I spent my whole life escaping. I feel like shit.
Of course you do. Your wound has healed. The pain is from the stasis and will pass within a week. The nausea will linger, probably intensify when you start to realize that more than 100 years have passed. Everything you knew is gone. This is not another one of your running away from home excursions. Your grandfather won't send someone to pick you up this time. That's all gone now.
So you decided not to like me. But you've had a century to plan what to say, and that's it? How about you screwed up the best deal we ever had, or you come waltzing in here giving orders, or even Foster died because of you, you stupid bitch. I don't like me much either. But I can fix this. I can bring him back.
So, If her voice sounds familiar, that's because she is voiced by Rose Leslie, who played Ygritte on Game of Thrones.
How you hope to achieve that, little miss, but
Which-
I suggest you start your efforts by laying back down.
Is interesting, I
Loss of motor
guess.
skills is common even for experienced law
Whoa.
which I
This is
suspect
weird camera. Also, it's not inverted, so let's get a control on that.
I suppose you had a long time to mull things over. Nothing I can say will change your mind.
He said to lay back down, but I don't know if I actually want to do that. It could be a trick. I don't know why I still have, like, a bullet hole in my clothes.
So where is he?
He? Oh, you mean the cube? Yes, I had a very good look at that while you were asleep. I think you're in for a disappointment. Nothing suggests any sentience. No interface to access the thing, nor any reason to do so. There's nothing in there. It's just a pretty cube.
If we knew how to operate it, we wouldn't have had to come here. This is how I see it. You don't answer to my orders, and yet you took us this far, so clearly I'm not the only one hoping that I can achieve something. I can work with that.
Not hope. Respect. For Foster. God knows why, but he wanted me here. The stupid lighter proves it. I suspect staying wasn't even an option, considering how you stumbled on board covered in blood, demanding departure a week ahead of schedule.
Yeah. Respect, then. That'll work too.
See, I have no idea what's going on or what they're talking about. And that kind of is a problem right off the bat. Because, I mean, for me personally, then it's like, well, I feel like I don't know what's going on. I feel like I missed something. And now I'm not going to know anything about what's going on. And I'm just going to be stupid the whole time. So why should I pay attention? Even though, you know, their purpose probably was to keep you in the dark a little bit. And then you'll learn as you go. But, you know, it's kind of like the Cube movies, since they mentioned a cube. Where you start out and you don't know anything and you learn as you go. But the difference is, in Cube, the characters don't know anything either. So you're right there with them. You can relate to them and you're along for the ride with the characters. Whereas something like this, you know, they're babbling about stuff that I feel like I'm supposed to know. And yet I'm just clueless. And that's by design, I assume. But it just doesn't set me off on a good step. It's like the Malazan books, for anybody that's read those. I started reading the first book of that, and that's the same thing. I feel like I missed a whole book. Because these characters are just talking about all this stuff, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on in this book? I feel like I missed something. I have to watch like a movie or something first. I don't get it. It's the same kind of thing. And people say if you keep reading the Malazan books, it sorts itself out, but I didn't get that far. I'm sorry.
I need a suit.
Okay. I don't know. I'm not playing this for the story. I generally don't play many games for the story.
I don't see anything but ice.
It's not ice. I don't know that we can even trust what we see. This whole planet eluded detection until about a week ago. No visual cues, no gravitational pull, nothing. Even with the exact coordinates, I nearly missed it.
We're looking for a palace.
Why am I not surprised?
Give it a rest, will you? Can you see any structures on the planet?
You're looking at it. It's all one big structure, planet-wide. No palace, though. I'm guessing it's some corporate state's illegitimate mining project from the pre-requisition rush. That would explain the heavy clouding measures. The planet is most likely depleted of all resources. An empty shell. Hope the old man didn't pay too much for the coordinates.
You have no idea. Just get me down there. I'll go see for myself.
That's honestly like... That's like one of my favorite, absolute favorite, like, concepts from science fiction. Not exactly this, but kind of similar. Star Wars kind of does it sometimes, and there's other stuff, like, where an entire planet is just covered in, like, buildings and civilization and stuff like that, or structures and all that kind of, like, it covers the entire planet. Star Wars has, there's a term for that in Star Wars. I can't remember. But, like, where the entire planet is just one gigantic city. Like, that's so mind-boggling.
Really?
This isn't quite the same.
Enabling the suit's assist mode to compensate for your inexperience.
Okay.
There's something here. It must be some sort of release mechanism. Did you hear that? It's definitely doing something.
Alright. We'll hit them all. There's a manga, which I'm sorry, I don't read manga, but I've heard of it, and I think there was a Netflix movie which I really should watch. I have to watch some Netflix stuff.
The suit will soften your landing if charged sufficiently.
And if not?
It will stop you from leaping.
It's called Blam, I think.
The suit reads your intentions from your synaptic activity and receives commands from your voice or eye movements. A bit archaic, but Foster trusted that suit with his life.
Cutting edge doesn't go well with space travel. The journey here alone made the suit an antique.
It's not the suit's performance that worries me.
And the setting for Blam apparently is just like some... I don't know. I really don't know much about it, but apparently it's like just some gigantic, like, connected... City doesn't even seem the right word. It seems like more alien than just a city, but just like, you know, millions and millions of miles of just structures and things like that. And that concept, I don't know why. For some reason, that just seems so freaking awesome to me. For like an RPG or something, I don't know. I know I'm just talking about random stuff, but we're just kind of wandering around here. Oh, there's a crouch.
It's falling apart.
There's no sprint button from what I can
It all
tell.
looks strangely warped. I wonder how long it's been here.
A composite like that should last forever, but it all looks ready to crumble.
It must be ancient.
This isn't quite as appealing as those kinds of concepts because all of the structures are pretty much identical.
This place was made for humans. It's not just a machine mine.
Most digs have a basic infrastructure if human presence should be needed. Probably also rudimentary living quarters. Doesn't mean anyone was ever here, though.
Gramps believed the place to be untouched by humans. A palace built by long-lost technology, patiently awaiting its first human inhabitants. And you figure this is no more than a bootleg mining operation. Don't you appreciate the contrast?
I generally lean towards plausible explanations. Your grandfather, well, everything he believed in, he made up himself.
I don't know about that. He had the coordinates right.
Look around you. This obviously isn't a palace.
The old man might have gotten some aesthetic details wrong, but he wasn't the kind of person who'd risk everything without some kind of proof.
I really wouldn't get my hopes up.
How do I turn down the volume on the commentary track?
You are overconfident. Immature people often are.
Did I just walk in a circle?
Every time I open my mouth.
Do I have any idea where I'm supposed to be going? No, I didn't walk in a circle. Okay. I see what they mean about a slow start. Quite slow. Yeah. The other thing I have to watch on Netflix is the Castlevania show. I still haven't checked it out. I had kind of forgotten about it, but then I learned that apparently James Callis, who played Gaius Baltar in Battlestar Galactica, apparently he's the voice of Alucard. So now I have to watch it.
What exactly are these structures then? Have you seen others like them since you're such an expert?
I've had my fair share of halls based on wild speculation. It doesn't matter if it comes from desperate need or delusions of grandeur. There's never anything there but bitter disappointment.
Was this with Foster?
Before Foster.
I got the feeling you two have been together for ages.
I've been crisscrossing the spur for 1,000 years. Foster was with me for a century and a half.
It's like, what the hell are you talking about? What is going on? It just puts me off. I don't know. I feel like I'm supposed to be like, oh man, what are they talking about? Who's Foster? Who's her grandpa? Oh man, Palace. Like, I'm supposed to be all intrigued, but it just puts me off. That's partly because it's a game, but again, I'll cite the Malazan, the Fallen Empire, or whatever those books are called.
If you've only been with Foster for a century and a half, you hardly knew him at all. I mean, we've been traveling together for a century, and we only just met.
100-year haul is quite the extreme. Foster's longest was 16. I knew him plenty.
He trusted you, and said that I could too, that you would help me.
Foster didn't leave me much choice. You don't mess up a job for your grandfather and then team up with the person you were sent out to get in the first place.
You could have just handed me back.
You really are naive.
I think you're doing this because you believe there's a chance to get your friend back.
You're so caught up in your homemade religion that you're oblivious to common sense. I warned Foster about you resourcefuls. Best not to deal with your kind.
Why did you then? Get involved, I mean.
Foster disagreed. And gold makes for a powerful argument.
And it's just like, you know, if you're gonna have this really slow intro, right, where we slowly walk through this thing, just make it like a long cinematic while she does like a voiceover that explains everything. You know, that's a lot more useful than, for one, putting me through the tedium of having to do all this and manually control it, and two, you know, it makes me actually understand what the hell is going on. I just think there's better ways to go about all this.
There must be a way inside down there. That looks like some kind of landing bay.
It looks like nothing of the sort.
You know, you're nothing like I expected from a friend of Foster's. Such an odd team.
An old rescue vessel from the Requisition and a man without a past. None of our marks knew what hit them. And then we were gone. The stuff we pulled off. You wouldn't believe it.
I believe it. I was one of your jobs.
A thieving rich kid with a gambling problem hardly qualifies. I got the brief. Not much of an extraction, really. No one giving a shit about you where you dug down. Only challenge Foster could see was that your grandfather wanted you to willingly hand back whatever it was you stole from him.
You're wrong about everything. Even Foster.
I seriously doubt that I am. He was good, Foster. Always had his eye on the ball. You may think you knew him, that he felt sorry for you, but he would never let that happen. I don't know what went wrong that night, why Foster died, but I'm sure you don't understand much of it either.
Sorry, I didn't mean to threaten your romance.
Cute.
Finally, something.
Yeah.
It's stuck. I need some force. Does the gun pack any punch?
Ooh.
Wow. I like it.
I'm taking the gun offline to preserve energy.
Oh yeah, that's good. We have this guy who knows where he is, and if we can trust him, that has full control over our over our equipment. That's nice.
I'll be damned. Are you getting all this?
I'm with you.
It's like Dark Souls. Demon Souls. Echo Souls.
He was right. It all looks completely untouched.
We're 22 minutes into this process. Well, I didn't start immediately, but still. Still, I say. This is where Smo would come down on the elevator. But it's not an elevator, okay.
You were right about the palace. What's the plan now?
We get Foster back, and then we leave.
I was hoping for something more specific.
I suppose we're looking for some sort of apparatus like the one Gramps had.
Would that be the Soul Sucker?
I'll know it when I see it.
Even if you did find the thing, this place is dead. What mythic technology might be here is now useless.
We just need to power her up. Tell her that we're here. I can feel this is going to work out just fine.
Shout. Ooh, press Y to shout.
Anyone home?
Press X for Jason.
There must be some sort of power below the halls.
Again, you could have done all this in like a 3-minute cinematic. I mean, this is not interactive, right? There's no choices here. We're literally just holding down the thumbstick, occasionally pressing one button. Cinematics are not the enemy. They can be useful tools.
I recognize these. They look like the stone faces at the gates between the garden terraces. Maybe it's a door of some sort. We called them gatekeepers. They were supposed to make us ponder if we were worthy to pass.
You're not getting through without power, and this place is dead.
I'm sorry if this is a really boring video so far. I have no control over how the game plays out. Okay, I assume that was a good idea. What is that little yellow thing?
Look at that. It's a voice.
It looks like a tuning fork.
Yes, obviously. The resourcefuls call them voices. Strike them and let the true tone interfere to find clarity and enlightenment.
Ah, of course.
What does that mean?
The suit detects a pattern to the sound, and the decryption is kicking in.
Uh-huh. Okay. I don't know, man. I just heard about the mechanic and I thought it sounded cool. That's all I know. When we actually get to that part, who knows?
That door is different.
You mean this door?
I bet that's an activation mechanism for the door.
Uh-huh. Okay. Do you want me to use it?
Hello?
What the hell? She doesn't care? I thought this was a special... This is a special door. She didn't even touch it.
This is meaningless. Foster is dead. Some things just cannot be undone. Think about it. If you could capture the souls of the dead in a cube, and then bring the person back to life, surely it would be a huge industry.
It's not like that. I know for a fact that he's in there.
I have wondered how you came to believe that, but I doubt that I'll agree with your reasoning. You resourcefuls are too far removed from reality to make sense. You've seen nothing but the bought and paid for fairy tale designed by your grandfather.
Well, the reality of my fairy tale upbringing was that it was all about this place. No, even before that, my genes. Graham spent centuries creating his resourcefuls, carefully picking potential from the gene pool. We were created to come here, and this feels very real to me.
Okay, we'll just keep hopping down all over the...
It's exactly like them in the gardens.
The suit detects a small
OBS is getting uppity recently.
The pedestal looks like the activation.
I don't know what's up with that. Okay, I got something.
Just out of curiosity, what's the higher meaning of keeping scepters displayed inside huge rings made of gold? It does seem a bit much, even if you are...
Oh, my SEAM. Holy shit.
They are part of our training.
Oh, and you do...
0 out of 10.
Step inside and feel wealthy.
Not quite. The rings spin up, and the challenge is to get out in one piece. At first, staying in there is the only sane thing to do. But as the hunger comes, the rhythm of the spinning starts to sink in. At some point, you realize that starving eats away at your chance of making it out. Then the leap. No, wait too long.
Right. You almost had me going there for a while.
SEAM? That's like... That's not just like a little... Your finger slipped. Your finger won't slip from E to A. What is... I could understand the other way around. You're trying to spell a seam, and you do 2 E's because you're just dumb, but...
By the way...
What the...
I don't know if you noticed that there were no other exits from this pit than the big door. How I hope the scepter will magically make it open.
It will work.
Must be nice always feeling that the world will act in your favor. It doesn't, though. My guess is that you will learn this momentarily.
Now, let's see.
Oh, see, so you do understand cinematics.
Nothing. What a shock. Looks like you might be joining Foster after all, just not the way you imagined.
I don't get it. What Gramps did to hundreds of resourcefuls for this? I saw it the day I came to you. The subject lies down on a marble surface with a strange silver pattern. And the silver unfolds, pierces the skin, and slithers inside. In about half an hour, it consumes everything. And all that remains is an empty slab of marble and a newly formed cube.
No.
He called it the translation. The flesh and the soul shall enter the palace through separate doors. We said it 1,000 times, never realizing. I didn't catch Foster's soul in a magical cube. He was dying, and I translated him.
You killed him. The fact that your grandfather did unspeakable things doesn't prove he was right? That Foster can come back? That's insane!
It was the only chance we had, and believe me, I'm good at chances. I gamble for a living, remember? That's how I stayed alive all these years after leaving the gardens.
Well, this time it
The
didn't.
garden? Like, what?
Look at you now.
You think I'm giving up?
People turn into cubes? I don't know what's going on.
Do you see that? The dim glow.
The activation of the door must have triggered a chemiluminescent. Not uncommon for evacuation purposes.
It's like some nightmare version of Anne Orlando that just never ends. You just keep going through hallways. Am I supposed to follow the light? Guess so, but I don't know which way. Holy shit, that goes on for a while.
This place is huge. This hallway alone could easily house all the resourcefuls that ever were.
You finding anything here without coordinates would be a miracle. I compared the quarters you're in now with the overall structure of the planet. The palace is everywhere, all the way to the core. Huge sectors separated by the outside structures you were in.
See, I like that. I like that. I just wish it all wasn't so boring. I wish there was, you know, stuff going on. Let's jump down.
I'm getting some local increases in energy emission.
Know what it is?
Can't tell. It's not radiation. One of them is close to your location. I'll pin it to your HUD.
Oh my god, I have a HUD.
I've got to give it to him, the old man. This place is spectacular.
Nothing but an infinite palace would suffice for you resourcefuls.
I wish you'd stop calling me resourceful.
It's what you are.
I had the training, but I never bought into Gramps' vision. I never wanted any of this.
Yet here you are.
I was 6 the first time I ran away. I hiked for weeks to see what was beyond the gardens. When I finally reached the wall, Gramps was there waiting for me. There's nothing out there but people living like animals, fighting to please their immediate needs and desires. They have no ambition, no perspective. Why fight to get the best out of the little time you have on Earth when you could be fighting to have much more? He went on about the wonders of the palace, but he had already lost me. All I could hear was the blood rushing in my veins. I wanted that. To fight for the here and now. I decided that I would do whatever it took to make that happen. So I went back with him, to follow the training, figuring I'd need it to get away. and I was good. He called me his prize. Before the turn, I ran, just shy of 15. I've been out for 7 years now. Not really what you'd call a running away from home excursion.
Not really, no.
London, you've got to believe me. Foster was a bloody mess and wouldn't have made it out alive. None of us would if I tried to escape with him like that.
He gave you the lighter, so he must have wanted me to take you here. But he would never buy into your grandfather's delusions. It's so far-fetched it almost makes me sick.
Holy shit, this is terrible, man. Like, if I didn't know the mechanics that are waiting for me at some point, I don't know if I would make it this far. This is horrific. It just never ends. Oh, God.
Is that a throne? Look.
Uh-huh. Are we gonna do something soon? They tease you with that one gunshot you get to do. This is like the slowest start to any video game ever.
It looks exactly like the thing that made the cube.
Something's not right. I'm picking up a whole load of anomalies.
Oh my god, misspelling anomalies? Holy shit. Holy shit.
London? Foster?
Sorry. Oh god. The boredom. It's getting to me.
Foster? Are you doing this?
Ben, I thought I lost you. Massive power surges are blazing through the outside structures. And the gravity clouding nearly tore me apart.
She's waking up.
More like malfunctioning. If those reaction veins cross... Wait, what's that? Something's wrong with your HUD.
I think it's the cube telling me where to go. It happened when I put it on my back.
Unlikely. The suit is hard-coded and all blocks capped to the minimum. No room for adding to or altering the code.
Well, no other explanation, Mr. Science Man.
See that? The suit's been enabled to interface with the palace. Maybe it's Foster trying to help.
Foster was many things, but not a systems physicist.
Why are you still denying that we have a chance? Everything around us is a marvel.
Everything around you is critically unstable. I think the whole place is malfunctioning. You should be getting out of there.
I would if I could, man. I really would.
Look, I got a new waypoint, and it's a lot closer.
The new We want me to go through... That's the only door with a light, so... Sure! We're like 40 minutes into this, and we still haven't done anything. Like, you could just go watch an episode of, like, Breaking Bad in the time it takes to get into this game.
Look at that. Did you see that? It charged my suit.
I don't know what sort of holographic phenomenon that was, but it was extremely compatible with the dual retention system of your suit.
Uh-huh.
Look, there are more of them.
Power for your suit won't be a problem. The outside of the palace sectors burn red hot, but even inside the walls and floors I read a buildup of gravity charge.
Why would anyone need power on a scale like that?
I hope it's not part of the malfunction. Overcharging would be catastrophic.
Always seeing the bright side.
I don't know what that does. I'm gonna assume that's like a checkpoint. Oh, okay. It never ends. This is the game. I was lied to about the cool mechanics and stuff. This is the whole game. It's a walking simulator.
This is bad, N. The palace system's shut down, but it's still charging. The jewel mass is nearing the Dirac child limit.
The Dirac child limit.
That felt horrible. I couldn't move.
It was a massive energy discharge. It must have made your suit brace.
The lights have stabilized.
The discharge kicked in system processes planet-wide, but it's producing a lot more energy than needed. Building up charge again. Another discharge.
Helmet retracting. Oh
There's
boy.
air now. How is that possible?
I don't know. The chemical composition of the environment was altered in the blink of an eye.
Well, that
Must have
sounds
been what the
impossible.
energy buildup was for.
What the? Flowers? They weren't here before the blackout, right?
No, they were not.
I guess it's part of the welcoming package.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what's gonna happen now?
What's that?
That's a worm.
Oh, there are more of them.
Uh-oh. Gonna go into the darkness with some worms around.
Everything is so neat. Weird how it scatters these chunks all over. What the? This one moves.
Worse, it's alive. The sphere appears when humans or animals are detected in close proximity, but this...
Oh, okay. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Still haven't done anything, but, you know, we're getting there. I feel like these people really just wanted to make like a movie, and then they were like, nah, let's just make a game instead.
It can't be Foster, right? I mean, the palace did try to read the cube and then malfunction. This can't be the palace attempting to bring him back, right?
No matter the intent, that's not Foster. It's not sentient.
I still don't even know what a palace is. I think they explained it right away, but I was talking. Or thinking, I don't know.
What does that mean? I get color now.
The suit senses a threat. Yellow means that you might be noticed. Red means you're targeted.
Oh, they're people. I mean, at some point they're gonna try and attack me, so just prepare yourself.
They'll be walking soon. Are you still sure this is a good idea?
It seems like this marker keeps getting farther away. I think it does. Alright, this is scurry. Ooh, watch out! They're gonna be right on top of it!
I don't know what's most absurd. The palace populating itself with these grotesque hostiles, or you charging on like you'll be able to survive when they're fully evolved.
I never expected this to be easy.
I got a gun, man. A gun! Do you know what you can do with a gun? You can kill things. You can kill things with a gun. Oh, it's kind of looks like me.
It's you, N.
But why would it build copies of me?
Oh God! Quick time event! Quick time event! Quick time event!
It jumped me.
The red spikes suggest that you won't survive another encounter like that.
I don't get it. Why would the palace copy and then attack the first human to arrive? It makes no sense.
The constant crashing indicates deep corruption. Those creatures must be part of that malfunction.
That actually is a pretty cool concept for like a Shadowrun adventure or something like that. Like they go into like some lockdown arcology or whatever, and like these clones start appearing that learn from them and things like that. Although I don't think clones have ever made an appearance in Shadowrun. Shadowrun is still they're a little iffy about that kind of technology, clones, AI, robotics, stuff like that. They're usually a little squeamish about it. They'll get there. I think 6th edition. Can I impale myself? No. Can I do anything? These things want me dead. Like, am I supposed to lure one? Oh no, I'm probably supposed to go down this hallway. More hallways. We are 49 minutes. Get wrecked, son. Oh. That was my stamina, apparently. Oof.
I'm bringing the gun online. Each shot will kill as many as you can line up.
Really? Well, that's exciting. Okay, I think that was like 1. Alright, you are not going to be trigger happy in this game, I can tell you that. I guess I don't have to aim for heads. No one said I had to. Oof. I guess you can only push once and then you're just done. That's kind of upsetting. Boom! Lay him down!
They're getting up.
I gotta go back the way I came? Boom!
I thought you said the gun was lethal.
It is.
So, the palace resurrected them.
Who knows what this death trap is capable of? My guess is things will only get worse.
You really need to work on your motivational skills.
Shooting advanced use. But how do I... Oh, okay. Head or pinky shot, it makes no difference. Okay. Okay, shows you how many you're targeting. Aiming at an enemy for 2 seconds will tag the target. And you can quick aim. Okay. Perfect. I think that's it. I'm pretty sure it's a checkpoint. I want to do something cool before I end this video. Hold B. Now, advanced use. This is not completely silent and will alert other enemies in close proximity. Oh man, you gotta choke yourself out with your weird hair.
They're everywhere.
Uh-oh.
I can't see anything.
Use your area scan.
You're stealthy. Gotcha. I gotcha. You can shout to alert enemies. Is there a reason I would want to do that? And we can zig and zag like the best of them? Whoa! Ease up. Yeah, learn that trick,
They're
assholes.
getting faster after each blackout. If they swarm you, use the gun's riot function. It's not lethal like the main driver, but it will knock down everyone in close proximity.
Got it.
Ooh, riot gun. Nice. 180 degrees. But it's real loud. Gotcha. Okay, it's tricky lining them all up for a good shot. See, that wasn't good. We'll have to push this bitch. Which, yeah, it's me, but still. It's kind of a rudimentary clone. Whoppa! We haven't really gotten to the learning point yet. That's where the game gets interesting. I think we're supposed to go that way. Oh, this chick wants some of this. Want some of this gun action? Boom. It's a good place to keep your gun. That's where all the professionals... that's where Roland of Gilead keeps his gun, I think. Right above his ass. I'm definitely going in, like, the opposite direction. This is not the way I was supposed to go, was it? Am I heading backwards? Yeah, I'm stupid. That's where I came from. Oh, I'll blame myself for that one. I am making things take longer. How did I not notice when I ran past the bodies? It's because I was looking at her ass. I was supposed to just go through that door. What am I doing? What's up, party people? Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Still not doing much, but I guess we're killing stuff at least.
Hey!
Hey! Get over here. Here we go. Line up nice and good. No, you see, you guys suck. Okay, let's try this again. Now that guy's not cooperating. See, that's the problem. I guess this is how you beat the game. I don't know. We can shoot this person. Uh-oh, multiple doors. That's a new one. Vaulting. Oh my gosh.
What is that?
I have no idea.
It's creating weird imprints of me. How strange. What's
Oh
that?
yeah. It's about to get a lot more strange.
Matter is strengthening your suit's ability to retain energy from your surroundings.
Cell crystals. Blah blah blah. Increases your cell capacity. When you've collected 6 crystals, you get 1 additional cell slot. Oh, okay. Cell slots are good. Oh, hold on. We gotta sit on the throne. I still can't sprint.
It's closing fast. You won't make it.
It feels like this damn suit is slowing me down.
You're just out of stasis. It's protecting you.
I don't want that.
If you insist.
Take it
it'll be
off.
painful and your range limited.
Take it off. Oh. Now they show me how to sprint. Oh, I thought she was going to take off the suit.
What's this now?
It activated a new interface. I wonder what it's monitoring.
Who knows?
It's counting down. But to what?
Alright, so now we get interesting. We gotta trigger all these little statue, tower, pedestal things, whatever. And we have to avoid dying. Let's see, that is a conundrum.
I bet the pavilion will open when I've collected enough orbs.
So now, conceivably, they've learned how to push, but I don't know if that's actually a useful ability for them, because if they're close enough to push, they're close enough to just throw their mouth on mine. Or whatever it is they try to do. So I guess, you know, the easy way to win is you just don't use any abilities whatsoever. A statement that I'm sure is going to be proven quickly false.
Only 4 more to go.
Great. Great, now they know how to shoot? Is that what we learned? I hope not. Them learning how to shoot seems like an easy way to get a game over.
Only one left.
Okay. Uh-oh. Going dark. There we go, we did it. I guess they're still not at the learning phase yet. Not quite.
Look, it's decrypting the voices.
Oh, maybe those weren't checkpoints. Who's diaper? Draped? Eternity. First something of eternity. That was useful.
The lift is slowing. You've traveled 55 kilometers.
Holy shit.
They're not crossing the water.
I don't know how to swim. Although, it doesn't look that deep, so I don't know if you really need to know how to swim. But I'll be seeing you.
I wonder if it's edible. I'm starving. Best thing I ever had.
Mmm. 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 Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, see, now they're gonna learn from me. They're gonna learn all about this whole walking on water thing. Not much I can really do about that. Get off. Mmm. Okay. Three. Hey. Okay. Uh-oh. I see them walking. They're walking. Luckily, they're still stupid. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Not so stupid. Not so stupid. See, if you sprint, then they learn how to sprint, and I feel like them sprinting is really bad. That's a bad thing. Oh man, they can do through oh my gosh, I didn't expect them. They could do it through animations. Oh, we get to restart the whole room over. Well then, fuck it, we're sprinting. Get off me. Get down. Okay. Thought there was a spinny energy thing, but oh my god. So, now they know how to sprint, so that's good. And they can sprint at me over the water. So that's good. Probably pretty screwed.
They don't mind the water now.
Stop it. Oh god. Make it stop. There's a big red blop on my back. Oh god, the redness. We need to riot. Oh god, it didn't work. We have a moment. We have a moment. Make it work. See ya. That's scary. Okay, sprinting is kind of a worst case scenario kind of thing.
I have a weird feeling that the palace is registering my moves with those icy holographs, then using the information to improve the abilities of those things.
A little far between the dots there, Anne.
I just feel like there's some strange rhythm to it. A warped set of rules.
You are definitely disposed to find meaning where there is none. As you say, it's in your genes.
Okay. I don't really, well, the next time I see that saving thing pop up. But now we got enemies again, so. They learned how to open doors. Okay, we trying to... No, we're not trying to jump down. Oh, God. Oh, God. I don't know what to do. Oh, my God, I don't know what to do. Get your hands off me. Oh, man. So I think when there's 3 of them, like, you cannot do anything. They're clones of you. They're just as strong as you are. I think you really just gotta start blasting. They have not shown the ability to use a gun yet. So, we'll go with that. Alright, so when the lights are off, then we can run. So that's good. Then the lights come on and you're just done. See ya. Oh my God, that's bullshit. Oh God, I tried to pull out the gun, but she's so slow. She's not quick draw McGraw. That's definitely a problem. Alright, well, it's definitely tricky. It's also kind of slow, because you can't really sprint. Not like you'd want to sprint. I mean, you can't sprint like you want to sprint. Which I definitely want to sprint. But I guess when the lights are off, you can do pretty much whatever you want. Oh my God, I missed. That's embarrassing. It takes forever to recharge. Okay. So now as soon as I open the door, there's gonna be trouble. Oh, they opened the door. Of course, because they learned that. So now they learned how to vault over desks. So that's good. So I tried to close the door behind me, but of course it's not how it works. Alright, well, we'll leave it for next time then. This has gone on long enough. It's intriguing. We'll see how it goes. I'm worried that it's just going to be too frustrating, but I guess we'll see how it goes. Again, I apologize for like the first 50 minutes of this video, but nothing I could do about that. My name is Mangg. Gaming Watching has been Echo. I'll see you fine folks in the next part.